All right. Well, hey everyone, how's it going? We are just about ready to start tearing apart this Pontiac. LS4 is coming out. Ryan is about 30 minutes away, and he's going to be my helper for the day. Hopefully, we'll be able to get most, maybe if we're lucky, all of this done today. I've got all the tools that I need scattered throughout the entire garage. Got a little heater in the corner, as well as my big heater over here to keep things warm while we're working, because it is a cold 20 degrees out right now. Of course, I got everything else that I need. I got my engine hoist right here ready to go. Got the engine stand down there ready to go. Got plenty of oil, transmission fluid, got all the pans that I need, everything, basically everything that I need in order to complete this project, I have at the ready. So, like I said, Ryan is on his way. We're going to be tearing this apart. I'll give you some updated videos along the way. And we're looking at possibly live streaming some of this, although I'm not really sure how far we're going to get on that. Because obviously we need two phones in order to do that. And I am using my phone in order to record all of this. So, pretty excited. I've been looking forward to this for a long time. This is a fresh pole, so as far as I know, it's going to be as difficult as it can possibly be because, well, I mean, everything is like factory. So, yeah, pretty excited. Looking forward to this. Looking forward to getting this out. Everything on here is absolutely stock as far as all the parts, like the transmission cooler and the cheap cooler that they even have on there, which is integrated into the radiator. But anyway, so you'll be able to see after all is said and done, you'll be able to see step by step everything that that we're going to be doing in order to get this out. Hopefully, we don't have any problems. I think the one main thing I'm scared about the most are the axle nuts. Ryan is bringing over some impact tools. I have my air tools as well. So we'll see if his battery impact is able to get off an axle nut, which is most likely seized. If you guys remember from last time, when I actually did this the very first time on my my black Pontiac, the Black Rocket, I guess you could call it, I actually had to take the entire knuckle into a shop and they had to cut off the axle because the nut was so seized down there. Even their machines, their presses, could not get it off. So they ended up just torching it right off. And I wanted to save the knuckle. That was my critical point, was getting that knuckle saved. Hopefully we don't run into any of those problems. I'm really, really hoping that everything goes smoothly. So, yeah, be looking forward to the video. I mean, this has been a long time coming. You know, these cars are ending up more and more into junkyards, and more people just don't really care about them anymore. So this will be an interesting project for somebody who, you know, you bought one real cheap like I did here, and maybe you want to rebuild the motor. Most likely the transaxle is blown on it. So this will be a good step-by-step for you. Again, there's two ways to do it: dropping the subframe or lifting it out the top with a standard engine lift like what I have right here. So I'm going out the top, and that's how I'm doing it. You can reach through and try to choke me with all of your knowledge and experience and how to and yada, yada, yada. This is going to be a guide only. This is not the Bible on how you should actually step by step do this. So keep that in mind. If you choose to do it this way, great. Use it as a guide. If you choose to do it the traditional General Motors intended way, then great. You can find a step-by-step, usually in some places on the internet, that will tell you exactly what you need to do step-by-step in order to make this happen. So, yeah, be looking forward to some videos, some updates. I am very much looking forward to this project. I've been doing a lot of other things, remodeling, working. Obviously, you guys can see I'm working very hard at my business. So, yeah, it's nice to be able to work on a different project. I don't know when this is going to be finished, but at least we'll have the motor out. Ryan will be taking the car and then I'll be able to get the black car in here, and we will pull that motor out, which will be far easier than this time around, simply because a lot of the stuff that I didn't deem necessary to actually replace, such as the power steering lines that run back here, they are incredibly difficult to get to. And I don't know if you guys can see that down there or not. There's one example right there. I don't know if you can see that. There it is right there. Yeah, of course now it's not going to focus. But anyways, back down in there, you know, there's all sorts of problems, possible problems with this that are going to come up. And that's just stuff that you take step by step. You might possibly have to roll the engine forward a little bit before you extract it, just to be able to get it some of that stuff back there. But things like that I never did replace in the Black Pontiac. I looked at it, I moved it around, and I said, you know what, there's no way that this thing is going to go anywhere. And you might say, well, the vibration and whatever. Well, I say that it's vibrating enough just being connected to the motor itself, just because it's not, you know, that one bolt that you couldn't get way back there, when there's 3 that hold it in total. Just because you don't get that one back in there doesn't mean it's suddenly going to vibrate itself all the way out, and then you're going to have a power steering leak. Things like that. So that's what I'm saying. Basically, you know, the second time around for me is going to be extremely easy. In fact, I was able to get the motor out of the Black Pontiac in about 3 hours. The second time around, when I had a problem with the rebuild, and fortunately the transmission shop took care of me, and they were really cool about you know, taking care of it for me. So I got pretty lucky in that respect. But yeah, so what's interesting about this is there's things that are missing, like this cross frame support here is missing. I'll still explain that you got to remove it. There is one over there, but there's certain things that are going to be different, and I'll try to be as detailed as possible. In my head, I know exactly what I need to do to get this done, to get this project completed. And yeah, so I'm very much looking forward to it. It looks like I might have an oil leak right there. I don't know. It looks like it. We'll have to see when we get the motor out what's going on. So anyway, it's getting a top-end rebuild. Texas Speed is going to be providing the complete kit for me. The physical deletion of displacement on demand, as well as timing set, springs. So I'll have the heads off, and I'll show you guys how to replace the springs, things like that. So Texas Speed is going to provide everything. I'm still up in the air on whether or not I want to replace manifolds. You can get a cheap set of knockoff manifolds that seem to be okay, although I'm not 100% sure. But knockoff manifolds for about $450, and then a downpipe from ZZP, and then a full 3-inch thrush welded exhaust going back. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm hopefully going to be, when this is done, then I'll be done. No more working on it, no more nothing. It'll be done. Maybe a few tweaks here and there and whatever, but for the most part, it's pretty much going to be done. Certain things are missing, like the cover on that fuse box is gone, and it looks like some of the fuses are actually gone too. So this is the problem when you buy a car that is a junker. This is basically a junker, which is why I got it for so cheap. This is the problem. You got stuff like that that's missing, and because somebody's modified it and they've done everything. But I can see that, like, the stock transmission cool lines are still there. They don't have an aftermarket cooler. There's 2 of them right there. Those are transmission lines that run right into the radiator right here. So this will pretty much represent what you're going to see if you have a stock vehicle. So, all right, guys. Well, we are about to start here, so I'm going to go ahead and get off of here and start the crazy fun. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you for your support, and take care.